4 foods prohibited during pregnancy. Here are the foods that are prohibited during pregnancy and the reasons why they should be removed from the diet of women during this time. Discover them. It is important to know that certain foods are prohibited during pregnancy, in order to protect the health of the baby. Pregnancy is a stage during which nutritional requirements are generally increased and which must be taken care of. During the first trimester, this effect is less because the energy needs of the embryo are limited. However, as the months go by, more calories will need to be supplied in order to meet the nutritional needs of the growing baby in the womb. In this article, we introduce you to these foods that are prohibited during pregnancy and explain why pregnant women should remove them from their diet. 1. Alcohol is prohibited during pregnancy. One of the drinks that should be stopped during pregnancy is alcohol. Ingestion of this substance, in all its forms, affects the development of the baby and may cause deformities or stunted growth. A research conducted on 291 pregnant women found that moderate consumption of alcohol during pregnancy influenced the development and the future behavior of the child. In other words, there are not only serious physical changes but also future behavioral disturbances. Therefore, before planning a pregnancy, it is strongly advised to restrict this substance from the diet. Know that not consuming alcohol can improve fertility, thus increasing the chances of success. 2. No coffee during pregnancy. Another of the drinks prohibited during pregnancy is coffee. We don't know exactly how caffeine can affect a baby's body, so it is wise to limit its use. Some research, such as that published in the International Journal of Gynecology and Obstetrics, reports that caffeine is able to induce a miscarriage. It is therefore strongly recommended to avoid its consumption during pregnancy. It is possible to consume coffee but decaffeinated. 3. Raw fish is also one of the prohibited foods during pregnancy. Consumption of raw fish has become popular in recent years thanks to the Oriental influence and its culinary preparations. In general, this type of food does not present a health hazard. However, it is different for pregnant women. Indeed, during pregnancy, it is necessary to prohibit the consumption of raw fish because this food is likely to contain bacteria or microorganisms capable of endangering the health of mother and child. An example of these microorganisms is anisakis. This amoeba is capable of generating an anaphylactic reaction, which is dangerous for anyone. And more for a pregnant woman and her baby. 4. Other foods prohibited during pregnancy. Large fish. Pregnant women should be especially careful about ingesting heavy metals. These elements could actually reach the baby through the placenta, causing damage to his development. Baby exposure to mercury during pregnancy is linked to delayed language learning, according to research published in the journal Environment International. Hence the need to prohibit the consumption of large fish by pregnant women. This is because these large animals are more likely to contain large amounts of mercury in their fatty tissue. However, ingesting fish is beneficial at all stages of life. In the case of pregnant women, it is best to consume small-sized fish. These foods have omega-3 fatty acids which are linked to a better development of the baby as well as a reduction of the cardiovascular risk in the mother. Ban certain foods during pregnancy to minimize the risks. As we have just seen, there are certain foods that are prohibited during pregnancy. The purpose of these restrictions is to preserve the health of the mother and the developing baby within. Nutrition is important throughout life, but at this point in time it could significantly affect a child's health, both in the stomach and in adulthood. Therefore, we encourage you to follow the advice we have just shared. In addition, if you have any doubts, do not hesitate to consult a professional. The latter will help you establish a balanced diet adapted to your needs during your pregnancy, thus reducing the risks and ensuring the correct development of the baby. Finally, remember the importance of avoiding toxic substances like tobacco and alcohol. These can have fatal consequences on the health of the child. In addition, when choosing a fish, opt for the smaller ones, which have a lower consumption of heavy metals inside.